A magical day to you. It's your YYC Angel Intuitive, Julie Robinson, coming to you with your weekly Oracle card reading for the week of March 20th through to the 27th. Oh my God, I'm so excited to do this video for you. And do you know why? This video is also going to feature tips, angel secrets, pointers about how you can live everyday angel miracles. Yeah, miracles every single day. Now, I have done talks about miracles in the past. I've talked about them at the expo, the Body, Soul, Spirit Expo. By the way, that's coming up on May 5th through the 7th. If you want to see me live, you can get your tickets at thebodysoulspiritexpo.com. And the angels have been talking to me about miracles for years. And I want to talk to you today, not just, weekly oracle cards, but as well 3 tips on how you can manifest miracles every single day of your life. But first I want to explain to you what miracles are all about. And then I'm going to weave in the everyday angel miracle concept. Sound good? Are you with me? All right, let's go. Okay, so if you think of a miracle, it's so easy to think about the beginning of time. Remember when God said, "Let there be light," and then there was light. And it's just so amazing. Now, if you want to reference this, it was recorded in Genesis chapter 1. And so then light came, and he called the daylight and the nighttime the darkness, right? And this was on the first day of creation. And why this is a miracle is that God didn't actually create the sun or the moon till about the 4th day. Yet we all had light. We weren't around then, but he had light from day 1. So this doesn't really make sense because we know the sun to be our natural source of light. So how is this possible? Let me explain. God created the light with no sun to show us that he can bless us out of nowhere and with no reason at all. So that's a definition of just a miracle, like a worldwide miracle. Now, what I'm talking about are everyday angel miracles. These are also supernatural gifts from God, and they are used to supersede undesirable situations. But they're also designed to prevent suffering and to give us shortcuts to make our lives easier. And those come from the angels as well as God. They will benefit every area of our life. And they're very similar to improving circumstances, okay? Such as, let's see, a spontaneous recovery of an illness, or something even as simple as just remembering your vitamins at the grocery store and you never even put them on the list. And then you get home and you're like, oh my God, I had 2 spirulina left. How's that possible? That's an everyday angel miracle, because when you're at the grocery store, the angels prompted you and said, hey, get some spirulina. And you were like, okay, they're not on my list. I'm going to trust this piece of guidance, follow guided action, and receive my everyday angel miracle. The angels have got you covered. Oh yeah. All right. Now, I want to say this. One thing that the angels have emphasized to moi over the years is how so many people, and this does make me feel sad, it's not a fake face, so many people are walking around with this feeling of emptiness. You know, the ones that I'm talking about who work from 9 to 5, they're in these jobs for 20 or 40 years, and there's nothing wrong with the jobs, they're not illegal or anything, but they're just so disconnected from their purpose in life, and they get burnout. And these types of people, excuse me, I feel like a teacher licking my finger and then flipping the page. Oh yeah, I am a spiritual teacher. So these people are disconnected from their purpose in life, then they have low levels of joy. And so an everyday angel miracle concept would be so helpful to these people to get them going on the right track, because the angels want to improve everyone's life and to make our lives more joyful. And so what would it look like if each and every one of us were living everyday angel miracles? Let me break it down. The first thing is that we would all be paying attention to the messages that we receive in the form of seeing, feeling, just knowing, and hearing. So see, feel, hear, and know. Those are the 4 ways that we can receive messages from the divine, all right, to attract everyday angel miracles. Now, what do I mean by seeing? Seeing refers to what is called clairvoyance, which means clear seeing. And this is where the angels will use our spiritual sight to show us images. And it's not just our imagination. You're not just seeing things. This is very real. When you see those pictures in your mind's eye, like you get an image of your friend Stephen, and then boom, he calls you. Hello, Stephen, is that you? Oh, hi, I just saw a picture of you in my mind's eye. Hello? He hung up. No, just kidding. But you get the general gist of it, right? They give you a picture, and sometimes it's a heads up. Now, let's say you're complaining about something. You're like, why doesn't so-and-so call me? And then, boom, the angels give you an image of, well, that person is busy. They're in school, and they can't come to you. And you're like, oh, okay, I feel better. They need to get an education, I guess. It's important, you know? And so the angels have given you this message, and it gives you peace. All right? And that's an everyday angel miracle. Getting peace when you could have been spent the whole day suffering and whining is a miracle, believe me. And knowing when somebody's going to call you is also a miracle, because what if you thought it was a collector and you didn't have caller ID and you didn't answer the phone? It was a really important call. So listen to those pictures that you receive. Okay. All right, number 2. I said what you feel, and I made it look like I was cold, but really, I'm quite hot. Clairsentience means clearly feeling. Now, the angels will use clairsentience to help you to be guided where you need to go. Now, what if you're in a situation, for example, where everything looks good on the surface, but inside, you've got alarms going off and you feel an unrest? Well, that's just not you being overly cautious. That's the angels guiding you and trying to protect you and put you at the right place at the right time. Oh my God. And they're free. You don't even have to tip the angels or pay them. Just saying thank you is enough. And they don't even require that. We are just so blessed with angels, aren't we? All right. Now, I also talked about clairaudience. Clairaudience is get your girlfriend a birthday card, get your girlfriend a birthday card, or pursue a career in yoga, or yoga. It's these very short, to the point directives. Those are your angel's way of trying to get your attention, to lead you to a little miracle. And maybe miracle step 1 is boom, you go to a yoga class. Step 2 is the next month you're guided to talk to the teacher and find about yoga teacher training. And this all leads to this big miracle, which came from a series of miracles to you becoming a yoga instructor, which is in alignment with your life purpose, let's say. Amazing. So pay attention to those little messages that the angels are trying to give you to guide you towards your destiny. Those are miracles. All right. Now the angels will also use what is called claircognizance, which means clear knowing, where you just know how to put that baby's crib together without having read the instructions. All right. And the angels will use that, and when you're living everyday miracles, it means you're following this every single time that you receive an impression of knowing this and you're being led. Okay? Now, that's the first secret, following divine guidance. The second secret of this video, okay, is that you need to shape your belief system. Your beliefs are so important for miracle manifestation because that affects your miracle magnet inside of you. We'll talked about that more in the upcoming videos. But for now, what I want to say is this. Your inner beliefs, what you believe is possible for yourself, need to match what it is that you want to see in your outer reality. So if you want to see more money in your life, you need to believe that you are more money. And money means that you are abundant. You have goods inside of you to deliver to the world. Maybe it's patience, virtue, integrity, compassion, an understanding of animals. You have an ear for those who are needing counsel. You just have a wherewithal to heal people with your healing hands. Those are your monies. Those are your goods. That's your wealth. And when you're in touch with those and you believe that those are for service to humanity, when you believe that you have good to share with others, then your outer reality will match that inner belief. Yeah, you got it. I could feel that. I could just clairvoyantly feel that. Yeah, that's actually called clairsentience, but who's counting? All right. So the third secret to manifesting miracles is love. Oh my God. Why do we have to keep reviewing this concept? I don't know, but we do. Okay. Let me say this to you very delicately. If you don't have love, then you're going to be in fear. And that's not a good vibration. Love, on the other hand, is a very good vibration. Love is the highest vibration that yields the most positive outcome. And love is the bridge between the spiritual and physical manifestation of miracles. So let me give you an example. If I'm in a place of love and I'm simply going to the grocery store, it's possible that when I walk in there, everyone will treat me with love. And who knows, I might meet a connection for something because my love is radiating outward and it's creating a magnet for good things to come to me. So be in a place of love. I'm going to keep talking about all of these themes in all the videos going forward. So you can look forward to that every week. All right. But now I'm going to do some weekly oracle cards to support your manifestation of everyday miracles. Now, these might be messages that you will need to pay attention to, in particular this upcoming week. So let's see what the angels want to support you with. Pulling from the top of the deck is facing your fears. So when we talk about examining your beliefs, look at what you're afraid of. Are you afraid that if you receive more money, that other people have to be poor? Face that fear. Say, is this fear reasonable? And if not, change it. Like I said, shift your limiting beliefs. Face your fears, face them head on, and then change them if need to. So then you could replace it with a positive affirmation, a positive belief, which would say, the more that I receive, the more I have to give to others. That's facing your fears. And that's a message from the goddess Kali, who's the goddess of endings and beginnings. And this is a new beginning for you this week. Joan of Arc, hey, my soul sister, the voice of truth. Oh yeah, Joan of Arc knew how to follow the voice of the angels. And somebody had said to her, well, how do you know that that was God speaking to you? And she said, well, how else would God speak to me if not in my imagination? Oh my God, that goes back to the beginning of this video when I said clairvoyance. It's not just your imagination. You're not crazy. You're not seeing things. You really are receiving spiritual guidance from the angels. So follow that in the middle of the week. Speak your truth. Be your authentic God self. And that will lead you to live everyday angel miracles. Beautiful. Last card, Mary Magdalene. Oh, I love her too. Teacher awakens. It says you have something important to share. Going back to that theme of an abundance consciousness, which is so important to align with your purpose in life. Being in touch with the gifts that you have within you, those natural talents, your natural interests, and share them with other people. I didn't use that word before, but that's what I meant. Share your gifts. Give them outward. Okay, so very important. Pick 3 things. Archangel Michael's saying pick 3 things that you can do to share your gifts with other people towards the end of the week, and watch and email me. All right, email me at juliehrobinson@outlook.com and let me know what little miracles you're experiencing throughout the week, because I want to hear them. Oh my God, look at this. Boom. Melchizedek, I didn't say his name right, but he's not alive. His name means higher learning. And this says, you have learned from experience. Ooh, powerful message. It says, more inner study is now required for further progress. So, are you in a place where you're transitioning out of the spiritual closet or out of the artistic closet or out of the musical closet? Maybe, you're really a musician, and maybe now you just need some classes before you can perform in the orchestra. Well, Melchizedek is saying to you, it's time for some learning. You need to study a little bit more, improve and sharpen your tools so that you can go to the next level of your destiny. Wow, I am so excited talking to you all about everyday angel miracles, my favorite topic. I'll be talking to you about it in the upcoming weeks. If you do need more messages from your angels, more personal messages for you, I would love to give you an angel reading. Please visit my website at juliespiritualhealer.com to book your private reading with me. Mwah! God bless.